Yo, what is going on, y'all? I'm Cavell Anderson, and we're back with another Veve and Ecomi video. In this one, I've been hearing a lot of, yo, Cavell, you're always on the positive wave, you're always super bullish, but what do you think the thing that Veve is doing the worst right now? What do you think they're doing the worst at? And yeah, this video, I wanted to kind of speak on where I think Veve is kind of lacking and they're missing the mark a little bit. And yeah, so I wanted to just give a different perspective because I do see the whole picture. It's not just a bullish thing for me. I'm just a long-term investor. So a lot of the short-term things that I see them doing wrong doesn't really bother me. It doesn't impact me personally. I mean, I could benefit from certain things if they made different decisions, but at the end of the day, I'm not banking on needing to benefit in the short term. I'm banking on the long term. So overall, I'm fine when it comes down to the long-term overall vision because that's where I see the real opportunity. But we're going to jump into what I think that they're doing short term and right now they're not really doing very, very well as a company. And this is where they've failed at most, in my opinion. So before we jump into it, be sure to drop that thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Also, let me know in the comment section what areas do you believe that Veve is failing in and they could actually do better. And hopefully there's some legit criticisms because I know that people don't like to say anything negative at all whatsoever about Veve, but there is a thing such as positive or yeah, feedback, good criticism. And that is also very valuable to a company. So yeah, I don't want to see just a bunch of real just moon boys and things like that. So that being said, for me personally, I believe that they market and advertise themselves right now, or every time you hear them speak about themselves, they say that they're a collector's app. Yet they don't reward collectors. Like, that doesn't really add up to me. Like, you're using the term, we're a collector's app, we have collectibles, we're building a collector's community. Community is everything, yet you're not actually showing your collector's community any love whatsoever. I mean, it's cool that you're giving away logos and stuff at events, but that doesn't benefit the community because the majority of the people who are bringing value to this community and buying your drops and stuff like that, they're not showing up to these events. Yeah, a good amount of people may show up to these events, but the people who's keeping this company afloat and who got this company to where it's at today, they're online. They're out here. They're collecting. They're holding. Right now, there's really no incentive to collect and hold. Like the Miles Morales drop, that was a very, very scarce drop. It would have been way better if there was some allocated inventory to go towards people who have like maybe the first Spider-Man set or all the previous Spider-Man sets or whatever. And by the way, this is not just me saying that because I have a secret rare Spider-Man. I don't have any set. I don't have the full set of either of them. So I wouldn't have even been included in that. This is just a fact though. That would be a reward for people who are collecting already. If you're going to drop something this scarce, something this valuable, why just give it away at random? And yeah, I understand that a part of Veve's appeal is to entice new users to get onto the platform, but new users are not going to be onboarded too crazy right now during the middle of a bear market. So you might as well make the fans who have been most loyal to you happy right now, because that's the biggest thing. People are upset and frustrated because of these decisions that Veve is making, which seems to show that they are missing the mark in certain areas. I think that they're on an excellent trajectory when it comes down to the overall big picture. But some of the things that they do in the short term, like not really supporting collectors and true collecting while advertising yourself as a collector's app, that doesn't really make sense. It doesn't really add up because you're not valuing your collectors yet, and you're not doing anything to entice people to become collectors either. Like if you started dropping drops where, oh, you have to complete this set, you have to complete that set, you have to have this many sets to even take part in this drop because this is a very, very special drop. Guess what? You'll have less flippers, and now you have people who want to hold certain things and who have to hold certain things. Otherwise, they won't get access to certain drops, or they won't get an easier experience because there's a portion allocated for certain types of drops. So I understand that they're working on all these programs and stuff like that, but some things you could have, I mean, I feel like could have been implemented if it was a priority. If it was really a priority to reward your collectors, I think that is something that could have been done right by now. So yeah, that's where I think that they're missing a mark. That's where I think that they're failing most at this point in time. I don't think that they're rewarding collectors enough. Now, I also don't agree with the, Veve isn't doing anything to boost my value, my account value. They don't care and things like that. I don't agree with everybody just complaining about the fact that they're not making money during a bear market. But at the same time, I understand because there's people making money right now. Like, I don't know if it's bots. I don't know if it's just flippers. There's people who got the Miles Morales drop and have been selling. That's not a collector. So people are out here making profits while collectors are upset because now, because they are true collectors, they have to pay $6,000, or they feel they have to pay $6,000 or whatever just to get something that they actually want to hold, something that they actually value, when if they would have got it in the first place, they probably wouldn't have even been trying to sell a flip. But to be fair, Veve makes money when things are actually being sold on the platform. So it's valuable for random people to get it and then sell it, because now they're making money per transaction, and Disney's making money. And it's just like, it's a tough situation. I understand from a business standpoint, but at the same time, we're in the middle of a bear market. People have dropped off of this app. People have dropped out of the NFT space. I mean, the least that you could do, in my opinion, is reward those who have stuck around, supported, and even collecting and holding, because you all know I'm not a collector. I'm not a collector. I don't get sets. I have like maybe 10 sets or something, if that, maybe less than that at this point. I don't know. I don't have sets. I have like over 500 collectibles, I think, but I don't have many sets at all, because I don't go for sets. I pick and choose pieces that I know are going to be valuable in the future. So people who are truly collecting and have a bunch of sets and have really respected the art, or the community of collecting, who has really embraced that, I think that they deserve something, because I can't even say that's something that I've done, and I couldn't even really be mad at the fact that they're getting the opportunity that I don't have, because I don't deserve it. This is if this is really a collector's app and you're rewarding collectors, you have promoted this from the jump as a collector's app. So how can I be upset that you're rewarding collectors? I think the thing that people get mad at is that you can look down your friends list and look at your friends, and you don't know anyone who is actually hitting certain drops and things like that. You don't see the community that you interact with and talk to every single day securing anything. Like, it's just random accounts and stuff that looks like it's bots. So either you have a bot problem again, or it's just random new people who's coming in their first time grabbing something. And to be fair, I get it. Most of us came in, we grabbed something for cheap, and that's what made us long-term, diehard Veve fans. It's like, wow, we get this type of returns here. Let's play around with this a little bit more. So I get it. That feeling of jumping on, paying a little bit of money, and then getting something that's worth $6,000, no feeling can match that. I give you that. That's fair. But at the same time, we're in the middle of a bear market. This should not really be about onboarding. This should be about developing. And this should be about maintaining and sustaining your current fan base and audience's interests. Like that's what this point in time should be about. This is not the time to be onboarding users. You don't have enough. Like, all users are going to do is get frustrated and bored, because there's really nothing to do on Veve right now. So I think that that's the approach that Veve is taking right now, where they're not actually rewarding their true collectors. I think that that's their biggest failure that I've seen thus far. But yeah, let me know how you all feel about that, man. Let me know what you all think. I think that they could definitely be doing a lot more for their true collectors. And I like the fact that if you're in person, they try to do a little something there. But if you put that type of effort into online, I feel like it'll be more impactful for the community sentiment as a whole, because everyone can't afford to go to those events. So it's a slap in the face when you have a bunch of people who can't even attend an event, and then you got people walking out of events with $6,000 logos and things like that. So, I mean, I get it. Like, and certain things should just be special. It's like, it's one thing to do a giveaway at an event, but something that special, something a Veve logo and things like that. Like, that's kind of it's sad that maybe that doesn't go towards people who have really supported the project, but maybe they just fly out to one event and they just so happen to get lucky because you feel like giving away $6,000 that day. It's like, that's not, I think that rewards, and if this is a collector's app and you're going to market this and advertise collectibles and advertise this as a collector's app, I think certain benefits that random people are getting right now should be going to collectors. And I repeat, I am not a collector. I don't have sets and things like that. So this is not a greed thing for me. I don't fit into the category whatsoever. I still would be getting nothing. So genuinely, I have no other motive in saying this, but thinking about what's actually best for the community and what's best for the project at this point in time. Like that's my only my only thoughts on it. It's just what's best at this point in time is that the people who deserve to get rewarded should be rewarded. Shout out to everybody flying out to these events, but you're doing that to have a good time and to link up with people. Like, I'm sure they didn't come there expecting something, but now you're creating this environment where people are going to go to events with expectations of potentially getting something out of it, where it's not genuinely about collecting anymore. Like you giving people something that's worth that amount of money, something that's not something that you do with just a small amount of people in that way. Because now, what's someone's intentions going to an event? Like you could have just tainted that. You could have tainted someone's incentive to actually go to events. Like people could just be going just to hope that they get a collectible, or to hope that they get something valuable. It's one thing to give away something that's already free and public to the community. Like, let's say you have an extra Todd laying around, you want to give that away. Cool, that's fine. That's okay. Like, that's something that the community already has access to. You're just rewarding someone for some reason that you see fit at an event. But to drop event exclusives is kind of, it's kind of weird. But I mean, I guess in the spirit of collecting, you can go to certain events and stuff like that, and I guess that they do give away event exclusive things, but it's different. It's not like it's a decon drop. It's a Veve logo, which and then you're promoting the fact that it's going to come with a ton of utility in the future. So you're selling the value of this. So basically, people are getting to go to the event, have that great experience with you, get something from it. They get the logo from it, and then they're going to get even more added utility. Like, so it's just you're stacking up a bunch of benefits for certain select people who have attended these events. And I can see how that's a slap in the face to people who have every single set or have a ton of sets and who have been supporting this project, but they support the project so much that they can't even afford to go to an event and things like that. So yeah, that's just my thoughts on it. Let me know what you all think. Let me know how you feel in the comment section down below. But yeah, I'll drop that thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on notifications, and I'll catch y'all on the next one, man. Peace up, y'all. Peace out.